Oh my gosh, you guys, it is crazy here in Naples today. There are winds swirling. There's Hurricane Helene is passing off the coast. So there's just literal chaos happening outside my window today. And I'm wondering if there's maybe some chaos happening inside of your businesses as well. And we're going to be talking about that today. So I'm Pam Durkin. I'm the closing coach for interior designers, and I help designers just like you find and close luxury clients in your area. And I know you've heard me talk about my 9-month coaching experience, which is the Luxury Client Academy. This is where I help you triple your profits with measurable results that we track throughout the whole time that we work together. So, why am I called the closing coach? Well, I want to tell you a story about I was working with a designer who was really having a hard time getting clients to purchase wholesale from her. She had only been able to do retail and she wanted to move more into wholesale, but she was literally having a very hard time. And the clients were having a hard time with the prices of the furniture and the delivery and the installation and the storage. You know, all the things that go into selling a product, right? And she was just not confident on how to sell this to a client, like why this is the way it is. And she was really just having a hard time. And she was like, I don't know if I can do this, right? So I taught her my bundling approach to pricing, and it made so much sense to her that, you know, no one wants to know how the sausage is made, right? We just want to have sausage because it tastes good. But sales is no different. They want the transformation, they want it to be easy, they want to know someone else is handling it. I mean, that's really what they're paying us for, right? That's where the markup is, all that management that happens. But they don't need to know that there was $200 for freight and an $80 fuel surcharge and $350 for delivery and installation. They just need to know how much this chair costs to be placed in their home. You know, done, everything taken away, looking beautiful, all of that. That's it. That's all they need to know. So I help you work through these kind of sticking points when it comes to closing design fees or purchases with clients. This is what I help you do in the Luxury Client Academy. So I hope you will consider filling out an application. I would love that. All that information is in the show notes. So let's get to a little bit of chaos. Like I mentioned, it's pretty windy outside, and I wonder if it's a little bit windy in your business. And when we make the process for clients to give us money and work with us, we call that the sales prevention team. So are you heading the sales prevention team in your business? That is my question for you today. And I want to share with you a hilarious story that happened to me as I was looking to reopen an account with a vendor, a wholesale vendor that I had previously done business with. I'm not going to give you any names, not going to spill any of the dirt, but boy, is this a story. So I mentioned I had an account with them previously and just hadn't bought anything from them in a few years. And of course, I found something for a client and needed to reactivate my account. And here I thought, well, that should be pretty easy, right? Well, I don't know if any of you have ever reactivated an account or maybe reactivated an account with a small company, but boy, this was difficult. Multiple emails back and forth, trying to reactivate my account. I had an account number. I remembered my account number. Every time I sent an email, it was days before I would hear an answer back. They would ask for something. I'd send them what they needed, then days and days between. I would ask them 3 questions and just maybe get 1 answer with 2 open questions still lingering out there. And so that was difficult. That was just days upon days. And this company, which many of them do, have an opening order minimum. And so I had to make sure I hit the minimum, but they wouldn't give me access to the website or wholesale pricing to see if what I wanted was actually going to reach the minimum. So I had no way of knowing what these things were costing that I was looking to purchase to be able to do business with them. And I would have to email back and forth the items that I wanted to find out if they were available or even if they added up to the minimum. So once we got that figured out, I had to refill out all the forms that I had previously done in the past, which was, resale, of course, that had to be up to date, no problem. But all the information forms, all the details, everything. But here's the kicker. They sent it to me, and the only way to fill this out was to write it on a sheet of paper. It could not be electronically filled in. There was no digital version. Did all that, jumped through all the hoops, finally got approved. Um, but I didn't know it because I never received the email that said, hey, you're now approved. So we followed up like we do in our project management system that said follow up because we hadn't heard anything. And they said, well, we sent you an email. And I'm thinking to myself, well, we wouldn't have reached out to say that we hadn't gotten an email if we had gotten an email. So there's another thing. So we're okay. They said this is where they sent it. I'm like, yep, that email's right. I suspect someone probably put a typo in there. They, as far as I know, never sent another email because we never received one. And then they didn't tell us what to do now. What should we do? So I went online, found the website, and went ahead and registered my info, even though they were the ones that were supposed to tell me like what my login was and all that. They were going to do this, but I never got it. So I never got my password. So I had to do a whole password reset to get that all figured out to then just get online access to their system. So even though they asked me to send a list of items, which they then said they would place an order for me and get back to me so that I could pay for the order, that never came. So I had to go back online and search for all the items that I wanted and add them to a cart and then check out and place the order. So this is like, we're talking 10 days now. This is ridiculous. So I got the order placed. Was very happy to have online access, thinking I don't have to deal with customer service because they're not very helpful. And went ahead and placed the order. When I placed the order, I could not enter my credit card information. There was nowhere to do that. So I waited and was hoping to hear from someone, which I did not. So we followed up again. And they said, oh, well, we'll send you the information. So they emailed me a form to fill out my credit card information, which again could not be filled out electronically, and then wanted me to fax back the information to them, which is hilarious. I don't know. Are any of you guys using faxes anymore? I don't know. I'm not. Why don't we have a manager? If we have an online account, why can't we just put a credit card number in? So I had to fax that back, or actually I didn't fax it. I just emailed it. Then we got to place my order. This is days and days. Here I'm thinking, why have you made it so hard for me to give you money? I'm trying to give you money. And what we affectionately call it here is the sales prevention team. And it is everywhere. I'm asking you, is it in your business too? I'm wondering, is it alive and well in your business too? So, I want to know, are you making it easy for clients to do business with you? Are you requiring them to fill out endless forms and all kinds of things that they're probably not doing? Here's the other thing. If they're not doing it, I did have a designer I was coaching. She's like, I've sent the form 3 times and they've never filled it out. Okay. They're telling you they don't want to do it. It's too hard. How about you make it easy for them? Which is call them on the phone and say, hey, can we talk through a couple things? And then fill the form out for them. Make it easy. So are you requiring them to fill out endless forms and giving them lots of homework that's not all that fun. Are you waiting for them? Are you making them wait for days on end to get a design proposal from you or pricing from you? We try to get this out as quickly as possible within a few days because, when they're ready to spend the money, take them when they're in the state of grace, people. Let them pay you. Also, so many of you are worrying about taking credit cards because of the transaction fee. Just include the fee, add the fee. It's a cost of doing business. It's a cost. It's part of the thing. It's not a big deal. If you're doing these things, and congratulations, you get the t-shirt. You are the CEO of your own sales prevention team. And when I first started, I was proudly the CEO of my own sales prevention team as well. But I learned that if I could make the process easier, smoother, and more enjoyable for my client, they could and they would pay faster, make decisions quicker, and enjoy the process so much more. And don't we want them to do all of those things? And then on my side, I received benefits as well. I got to get paid faster, move the project along quicker, time is money, right? And enjoy the process more. This is where we say money loves speed. Money loves speed. And this is another key component of the Luxury Client Academy. In my 4-step qualifying process that I teach you how to effectively qualify clients over more than one interaction, it gives you incredible insight into what they're looking for and how to tailor your services to meet those needs. And then it helps you get the information to them faster. This increases your close rate and lines up more projects. We also work on systemizing your forms and your fees so you're not recreating the wheel every time, so you can get those proposals out fast. I get my design proposals out within 24 to 48 hours, and there's a reason for that because they're ready to go and we want to capture that. That will make clients sign up faster. We talk about my pricing and my bundling process so you're comfortable about how to price, know that you're covered, and it doesn't matter how they pay. You're good. This is how you triple your profits in less than a year. And when you can get paid faster, move that project along quicker, and enjoy the process more, you have the confidence to take on those better projects, to go after those projects. You don't procrastinate when you have an incredible opportunity in front of you because you're worried about how to price it or how to answer it or how to make that first move because you're worried you're going to make a mistake. We're going to get all that figured out. So I'm inviting you to apply to Luxury Client Academy. You know the link to the application is in the show notes. The application's super easy. It's just a way for me to get to know what's going on with you, what's going on in your business. And this is information that's only between me and you. I'm not sharing your information with the group. It's for me to see exactly where you're at. And it's an easy way for you to get me that information. And remember in the last episode, I talked about the designer who was going through a rough patch. And that's literally when you need a coach the most. Because what happens when you're having a hard time drumming up business, you start throwing everything against the wall to get something to stick. And it's literally exhausting you. And I can help you weed through all that noise, all that garbage, all that junk to give you a clear plan and measurable results for getting the business that you want and tripling your profits in the next 9 months. So if you want to know more about the Luxury Client Academy, check out episodes 70 to 72. That's like where I do deep dive detail into what happens each and every month. And you get that free ticket to the Naples experience, which is all talked about in episode 66. I would love to learn more about you and your business. What's going on? What's holding you back? What are you concerned about? And, just fill out the application and let's have a chat about it. It'll help me determine if I can help you triple your profits because that's what I'm here to do. I am here to help you grow your business to get out of the rut that you're currently in. If you have any questions, you can always email me. That's in the show notes. You can find me on Instagram. That's also in the show notes. Send me a DM, whatever's easiest for you. And I will talk to you guys next time. Take care.